The final of the women's 400 IM in the water. Portia Brown and Mission Viejo in lane 4. Katie McClintock of Wisconsin Aquatics in lane 5.
That good? Oh, you can hear me? You can hear me? Oh, I thought my mic was all... Oh, never mind. My mic is on. I can't hear myself. That's all. Do you have a zoom controller for this camera? Cool.
Portia Brown leading after the first 100. On the 30.1, back in a 34.4 for a 105.5 on the, excuse me, 104.5 on the opening 100 meters.
Oh.
Dr. Brown on the final 100 meters freestyle now. His best time coming into this meet, a 4:53.15. Mission Viejo Matador in lane 4, leading the way. Clintock's best time coming in at 4:57.13. Speedo Sectionals in Minneapolis last July. Portia Brown will touch with the heat win. A 4:52.77. Portia Brown, a best time for her in a 4:58.62 for Katie McClintock, finishing in second and wrapping up the B final. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the A final for the women's 400 meters individual medley. Swimming in your A final in lane 1 from Ohio State University, Mia Rankin. Lane 2 from Wisconsin Aquatics, Count Dunn. Lane 3 from the Jersey Wahoos, Maddie Wagner. Your top seed in 4 from Gator Swim Club, Emma Wyan. Lane 5 representing Australia, Ella Ramsey. Lane 6 from Plymouth Whitemarsh Aquatics, Mia Abruzzo. Lane 7 from Ohio State, Kira Sommerstead. And in lane 8 from Trojan Swim Club, Ella Flowers. This is the A final of the women's 400 individual medley.
What'd you say, Chris? What did you say, Chris, about the 2-second rule? Two people were talking about it. Nothing, never mind.
Ramsey out quick, 29.2 on the opening 50 meters. Wyatt in second out in a 29.6. 30.0 Abruzzo in lane 6. Australian Ramsey third at the Aussie Trials a few months ago in this event. Right next to Emma Wyatt, the Olympic silver medalist. 2021 Long Course World Championships bronze medalist in the 400 IM. And it's Wyatt that takes the lead, 102.88 in the opening 100 meters, 103.4 for Ramsey. Sommerstad out on a 104.2. That has her in third in lane 7. Olympic trial cut in this event of 4:49.89. You have to have swum that since November 30th of last year. A handful of the ladies in this heat have been under that 4:50 mark. Rizzo went sub 4:49.89 at the Bulldog Summer Invite back in June. One check in the box at the Speedo Atlanta Classic. Wyatt continues to lead, actually building upon it. 2 seconds ahead of Ramsey. Important to keep a close eye also on that World Aquatics A cut for the Olympics, 4:38.53. Wyatt still in the lead, 39.4 and a 40.3. Running in a 1:19.7 on the breaststroke 100. Considerable lead for her. And a solid buffer for Ella Ramsey, but the battle for third pretty much wide open. Maddie Wagner in lane 3. Jersey Wahoo has control of it right now at the final turn. She still sits in third, about a second ahead of Count Dunn, who's in lane 2. Wyatt will win it, swimming away from the rest of the world, basically. Touching at a 4:37.76, getting under that World Aquatics Olympic A time. 4:41.91 for Ramsey, finishing in second, and then a 4:48.07 for Maddie Wagner, getting under the Olympic trial cut. You hear the cheers. 4:49.11 also for Count Dunn, getting under the Olympic trial cut, touching in fourth. So a very eventful and effective A final of the women's 400 IM. Solid kickoff to night number 3 with the women's 400 IM. Now it's the guys' turn. Men's 400 IM up next. This is the C final of the men's 400 individual medley. Men's 400 IMC final. Owen Conley of Ohio State in 2. Kyle Brill of Rose Bowl Aquatics in 3. Nathan Holte of Ohio State in 4. His teammate Alex Metzler in lane 5. Aiden Creasy of Tennessee Aquatics in 6. And Drew Ryder of Indiana Swim Club in 7. Metzler leads the way, 58.53 on the opening 100 meters. Holte in second. 58.95. The Buckeyes have a slight lead on the Volunteer in 6 out into 59.11. Increasing the lead, 34.89, 33.80 on the backstroke legs, taking the top spot. Owen Conley moving into second on the backstroke, 34.5, 33.5. 108.0. Move from fifth to second. Metzler in third now. Breaststroke leg almost to the halfway point. Another new leader. This time it's Nathan Hulte who takes over the top spot. 35.83 on the opening 50 of the breaststroke leg. That's the fastest in the field here. 36.3 turned in from Kyle Brill, moving him from 6th to 4th. This whole field pretty much only separated by a second or so. Top 5. An impressive breaststroke leg being turned in by Hulte. Comes back in a 36.0. 111.8 on the breaststroke leg. Hulte's best time 4:22.87. Need a strong final 100 meters to better that. He was a 4:28.39 in the prelims. The trial cut in the men's 4IM 4:25.19. These men have been under that time before in their career. Hulte opens the freestyle with a 31.15. Hulte was a 4:24.89 in the national championships in Indy earlier this year, punching his ticket to the trials. In just a few months, Hulte's going to win the C final, and he's going to post a 4:23.90. A very strong swim for him. Winning the C. 4:27.00 for Kyle Brill, finishing in second. And a 4:27.90 for Metzler, finishing in third. Ohio State going 1 and 3 in the C. Up next, the B final of the men's 400 IM. Swimming in your B final in lane 1 from Indiana Swim Club, Toby Barnett, his teammate Lucas Pienti in 2. Ian Crum of Athens Bulldog Swim Club in 2. Cotton Fields of Dallas Mustangs in 4. Rex Marr of Rose Bowl Aquatics in 5. William Bensberg of Ohio State in 6. His teammate Mason Edmond is in 7. And Zach Ward of Wisconsin Aquatics is in lane 8. 57.37, Fields a 57.71. Getting ready to start his freshman year at Stanford this fall. 4:22.51, his best time in this event. He was a 4:24.85 in the prelims. Fields a 4:23.16, and his best time a 4:21.78. Those are your two leaders right now. Keep an eye on Penty in lane 2. He's only 2.5 seconds off of Maurer's lead. Continues to have a stranglehold on this B final, 3 seconds ahead of the next closest, 2:01.94 at the halfway point for him. He is way under his best time pace right now. Trying to leverage some clean water, hold off any chargers as we head to the back half of this B final. Still in the lead, but the lead has shrunk considerably, cut in half by Cotton Fields, who was out in a 37.3 on the opening 50 meters. Lucas Pimpty from Indiana Swim Club, Breaststroke U, leveraging 36.9. He's cut his gap down to only a second behind Fields. Fields is a second and a half behind Maurer, who's your leader. Maurer, excuse me. Here comes the final exchange. From breaststroke to freestyle we go, and this has completely changed tones as the lead heading into the breaststroke was near 3.5 seconds. Now it's only a quarter of a second. And it's Pimpty who's moved up into that second spot in lane 2. If you're watching at home, 2's on the near side. Lane 8 on the far side. Those of you in the stands, lane 8 on the near side, 1 on the far side. Here's the final turn and the mad dash to the finish. Now down in a 30.1. It seems like Maurer's well on his way to a best time. Coming into this, it was a 4:22.51. Check out the finishing speed coming in lane 3 from Ian Grum. But the heat win is a 4:19.1 from Rex Maurer. 4:20.92. Cotton Fields goes the best time. Olympic trial cuts all around. Ian Grum in third, 4:21.41. Pimpty with a 4:22.61 Olympic trial qualifying time. Bangsberg also getting in the mix, 4:24.83. By my notes, that's another half a second dropped even after this morning when he dropped 3.5 seconds off of his best. Bangsberg was 200ths off of the Olympic trial time this morning, gets under that mark this evening. Let's meet our A finalists in lane number 1 from Sun Devil Swimming, Daniel Matheson. Lane 2, representing Australia, William Petrick. Lane 3 from Ohio State University, Tristan Yankovics. Your top seed in 4 from Tennessee Aquatics, Landon Driggers. Lane 5 from Sun Devil Swimming, Jay Litherland. Lane 6 out of California Aquatics, Sean Grisha. Lane 7 from Athens Bulldog Swim Club, Jake McGahee. And in lane 8 from California Aquatics, Tyler Cobb. This is the A final of the men's 400 individual medley. Litherland out 26:45 on the opening 50 meters, the Olympic silver medalist in this event. Immediately out in front. Petrick in lane 2. The Aussie out in a 26:72. Yankovics with a 26:81 to open. Ohio State University Buckeye. Big Ten A finalists in this event. Petrick still in second, Litherland still in first, but it's third that's seen the biggest change as Tyler Kopp storms back from 7th up to third, splitting a 30.5 on that second 50, 57.98 for Kopp. Everybody here is under the Olympic trial standard. Only 6 of these men would be eligible to swim at the Olympic trials. Litherland with some experience at the trials continues to lead, but it's Landon Driggers who made a huge jump, 8th to 2nd after only 50 meters of backstroke, 32.1 for Kim. Driggers, a Tennessee Aquatics and SEC A finalist in this event, also a U.S. Open bronze medalist a year ago. Continues to be Jay Litherland, 31.6 on the way back. Comes up to a 103.8 on the backstroke leg. Driggers continues to sit in second. Yankovics in third. Petrick in fourth. Litherland continues to look very strong. When he swam his best time at World Championships in 2019, he was right around this pace. That time of 4:09.22. .36.0 on the breaststroke leg for Litherland. Still right on pace to turn in some kind of amazing swim here. In that low 4:10 range is Litherland. He'll need a strong finish. 36.99 coming back on the breaststroke. Right now looking at a 4:10 mid, which would be an impressive swim. Even by Jay Litherland's lofty standards. Driggers in second. Petrick now back in third after the breaststroke leg. But it's going to be a battle between Petrick and Driggers all the way down the stretch here for second place. Litherland looks like he's got it all sewn up. 29.6 on the way down for the freestyle. World Championships, he finished at 27.89 to touch at that 409.22. Probably not going to throw down a 27.8 to wrap things up this evening, but he is going to win the 400 IM, and he's going to do it by 3 body lengths, touching in first at a 4:11.74. Let's take a look at second place. It is Landon Driggers who touches in second, and a huge swim for him, 4:16.54 for Driggers. That's over a 2-second drop from his career best. Pentrick of 4:17.28 finishing in third. Career best for him, improving upon his Australian Championships performance. Matheson also getting under 4:18, going to 4:17.56, which is a 4-second drop from his best time to finish in fourth. All right, cut that distance into a fourth. That's what we're about to do. Women's 100 butterfly up next. This is the C final. C final, women's 100 butterfly in the water. McConaughey in 1, Stone in 2, Ships in 3, Wongi in 4, Johnson in 5, Klinker in 6, Hahn in 7, and Brust in lane 8. Took a 1:01.36 to make it back for a second swim this evening. Only one swimmer in the over 101 range. Anything else a double O or faster. 27.47. McKenna Stone, Elva Cal Aquatics out to the early lead. Stone's best time in the 100 butterfly, a 1:01.19 coming into the meet. She was a 1:00.73 this morning. Looking to improve upon that. Looks like you got about 5 swimmers all dead even as we wrap up this C final. At the touch, it's Klinker getting under a minute 59.95. Also under the Olympic trials qualifying standard, a 1:00.19. California Aquatics 22-year-old winning the C final and breaking a minute. C final. Swimming to the B final, Yindel in 1, Krause in 2, Guevara in 3, Pelzic 4, Cook 5, Zinnick 6, Walsh in 7, and Liu in lane 8. .27.81, Lizzie Cook leading the way. Once again, trials time 1:00:19. And for the ladies under that mark this morning, at the touch, it's Cook getting under a minute again, 59:28 for her, well under a minute. You got 4 Olympic trial cuts across the board. Pelsick and Zinnick, who had already accomplished that this morning, but Kraus getting under the mark this evening at a 59:78. Well, the best time by almost a tenth of a second, or over a tenth of a second, rather. Getting that Olympic trial qualifying standard. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the A final of the women's 100 meters butterfly. Swimming in your A final in lane number 1, representing Australia, Brittany Castelluzzo. Lane 2 from Alto Swim Club, Lily Nordman. Lane 3 from Longhorn Aquatics, Dakota Luther. Your top seed in 4 from Longhorn Aquatics, Kelly Patch. Lane 5 representing Australia, Lily Price. Lane 6 representing Longhorn Aquatics, Emma Stickland. Lane 7 from Australia, Alex Perkins. And in lane 8 from Keystone Aquatics, Leah Gingrich. This is the A final of the women's 100 meters butterfly. Three Longhorns, 3 Australians, and an Alto and a Keystone. Probably the start of a bad joke, but it's some dominant swimming turned in by the Longhorns and the Australians this morning in the women's 100 butterfly. 6 sub-59 swims in the prelims. Pass with the fastest out this morning, 58:44, but out on the way in the current race is Lily Price out in a 26:72. Price trailed by her teammate Alex Perkins in 7. Lily Nordman in 3rd at the 50 in lane 2. Price still has a slight edge. Pass trying to make up the gap in lane 4, as is Stickland in lane 6. It's going to come down to a very close touch. Pass will get the better of it by 100th of a second. 57:85, 57:86 for Price. 2 great swims there. Emma Stickland going to 58:17. That is under her career best. A very, very close finish and great swims across the board. Now it's the men's turn. Men's 100 butterfly up next. C final. C final of the men's 100 butterfly. Olsen Stavrakis in lane 1, McKenna in 2, Gu in 3, Samuels in 4, Kazat in 5, Gentry in 6, Smith in 7, and Voss in 8. Also, Stravagas had to swim this by himself this morning. He works out like that. Not swimming on his own this evening, and he's out quick. Second at the 50, 24.87. Brady Samuels leads at the 50, 24.74. All these men were just barely outside that Olympic trial standard of 53.59 this morning. Samuels was a 53.91 in the prelims. Under the flags they go. It looks like Samuels has the lead. That is the case. 2 Olympic trial cuts right there. Samuels, Zant, the Boilermaker, and the Buckeye. 53.48 and a 53.58. Brady Samuels getting the best of it to win the C final. B final. B final in the water, Martinez in 1, Fernandez Urbina in 2, Homans in 3, Conklin in 4, Artman in 5, Qualls in 6, Kovac in 7, and Mefford in 8. Took a 53.87 to find your way into this B final. Peyton Conklin out this morning a 53.44. He was our fastest in the prelims in the B final. 24.59 for Danny Kovac in lane 7, out quick. Once again, 53.59 is what some of these men are looking for to punch a ticket to swim on a football field next June. Right now, it's just a B final win that they're going to take, and it's a 53.08 for Sam Artman. Almost half a second faster than he was in the prelims. 6 Olympic trials qualifying standards, including those outside lanes. And we're just outside looking in this morning. A strong B final for the men's 100 butterfly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the pool deck, the A final in the men's 100 meters butterfly. Here are your A finalists in lane 1, representing Longhorn Aquatics, Sterling Crane. Swimming in lane 2, Santo Condorelli. In lane 3, representing Mission Viejo, Trenton Julian. Lane 4, from the Wolfpack Elite, that's Aiden Hayes. Lane 5, out of Australia, Jesse Coleman. Lane 6 from Sun Devil Swimming, Jonathan Kulo. Lane 7, Indiana Swim Club's Finn Brooks. And in lane 8 from Ohio State, Evan Fentress. A final of the men's 100 butterfly. shot out of a cannon. Aiden Hayes right out of the gate. Jumping up ahead of the rest of the field. He was a 51.95 in the prelims. His best time, 51.78. In July of last year. He is leading and leading by a lot. 23.87, a quarter of a second built already ahead of Jesse Coleman. Coleman, the Junior Pan Pacific silver medalist in this event. 52.23 was the time he swam there. That is his best time. Well, excuse me, it was his best time, rather. He was a 52.01 this morning. Under the flags they go into the wall, and it's all Aiden Hayes. 51.24. How about a half a second drop off of your personal best? 51.66. Coleman getting under 52, and then Jonathan Kulo going at a 52.35 to drop 0.2 of a second, tying Finn Brooks, who also drops 0.3 of a second, making it a solid A final of fast swimming. We keep the night moving. It's event number 17 up next, the women's 200 freestyle. C final. Maggie Shallow of Irvine Nova Aquatics starting us off in lane 1. Ella Ristic of Indiana Swim Club in 2. Mia Monikaitis of California Aquatics in 3. Sloan Reinstein of Palo Alto Stanford Aquatics in 4. Abby Semensky of Clovis Swim Club in 5. Olivia McMurray of Longhorn Aquatics in 6. Catherine Zinnick, Ohio State in 7. Tessa Pintar of Tennessee Aquatics in lane 8. Reinstein led the way, 28.48 on the opening 50. She was a 2:02.94. She's been sub 2 minutes before in her career. Multiple times, actually. Excuse me, for the first time, rather. 1:59.97 at the National Championships a few weeks ago. Ristic taking the lead, 59.27 for her on the opening 100 meters. Trials cut is a 2:00.89. Two ladies in this field have already punched their tickets to the Olympic trials. And June, 1:30.36. Reinstein taking the lead again by 0.09 of a second. Ristic still in second. Shallow in lane 1, still within striking distance for sure. Only 0.2 of a second off of Reinstein's lead. And she is leveraging some final speed. Best time of 2:01.24 coming into this, just on the outside looking in at those Olympic trial cuts. Is she going to win the final? She will, 2:01.00. The final of the women's 200 freestyle in the water. Zoe Hartman of Athens Bulldog Swim Club in 1. Claire Tuggle of Arroyo Grande in 2. Kennedy Dobson, Eastern Express in 3. Isabel Ivy of Gator Swim Club in 4. Jillian Barczyk of the City of Lafayette in 5. Amy Fulmer, Ohio State in 6. Natalie Mannion of Alto Swim Club in 7. And Reagan Osborne of LSU in lane 8. 27.67. Dobson out quick. She was a 2:01.26 in the prelims. Her best time a 2:00.64. She swam back in May of this year, getting that Olympic trial cut. 58.09 for Dobson on the opening 100. She's got 900ths of a second on Isabel Ivy, who's in second. Ivy taking the lead at that final turn. 30.8 for her. 129.11 for Kennedy Dobson. Dobson's never been under 2 minutes in her career. Trying to mess around and find out right now. The final win, 159.93. Isabel Ivy dipping under 2 minutes. 2:00.28. Kennedy Dobson, a best time for her. And a 2:00.53. Barczyk finishing in third here in the B final of the women's 2 free. Irvine, please welcome to the pool deck the A final of the women's 200 meters freestyle. Introducing your A finalists in lane 1 from New York Athletic Club, Gabby DeLuve. Lane 2, representing Alto Swim Club, Lily Nordman. Lane 3 from Long Island Aquatic Club, Chloe Stepanek. Lane 4, your top seed from New York Athletic Club, Paige Madden. Lane 5 from Trojan Swim Club, Justina Kozen. Lane 6 from Alto Swim Club, Aurora Roghair. Lane 7 from Wisconsin Aquatics, Abby Carlson. And in lane 8 from Sun Devil Swimming, Simone Manuel. This is the A final of the women's 200 freestyle. We had one sub-2 minute swim in our B final. We had 3 of them in the prelims, fastest of which was turned in by Paige Madden of New York Athletic Club. Madden's already had herself quite the meet, 400, 800 winner. Third at the 50 is Madden. Debbie DeLuth out at a 27.68. And Lily Norman at 27.86. Norman's best time actually came at the World Championships, the Junior World Championships in 2019, a 1:59.31 for her. Debbie DeLuth's best time from National Championships in 2018, a 1:56.55. We're 100 meters in, and Madden has taken the lead. She's 57.3 at the 100-meter mark. DeLuth in second. Longhair now in third. Longhair, the Pac-12 runner-up in the 1650. So you know that she's got plenty left in the tank for the back half of this 200 freestyle. And it's got some bronze in the 200 freestyle at the World Championship level. About a half a second off of PR pace right now. Bronze in the 2 free, both short course and long course. And of course, the Olympic Championship finalist in the 400 freestyle representing the United States back 2 years ago in Japan. She is well on her way to another win this week. Get a 157.41 for Madden, a 158.92 for Kozin, finishing in second. DeLuth a 159.51. 6 swims under 2 minutes. And a fantastic performance from your winner, Paige Madden. Now it's the guys' turn for the 200 freestyle coming up next. C final. Swimming in your C final, Jackson Huckabee in lane 1 for Longhorn Aquatics. Chris Morris of Wisconsin Aquatics in 2. Wen Zhang of Colorado in lane 3. Brett Pinfold of Swim Houston in 4. Zach Hills of Athens Bulldog Swim Club in 5. Andrew Karen of LSU in 6. Sage Sungale of Dallas Mustangs in 7. And Nate Jeremy Press of Longhorn Aquatics is in lane 8. The lead is in 5. It's a 24.98. Zach Hills out ahead of the rest of the field. About a quarter of a second ahead of Wen Zhang, who's out in a 25.26. Here's the halfway point. Sungale taking the lead, jumping from third to first. 27.3 on that second 50. He was out in a 52.73. Hills a 52.79, only 0.06 of a second behind Sungale's lead. Zhang in lane 3, a 53.11, sitting in third right now. 7 men under 54 on that opening 100 meters. Final turn, Hills back in the lead, 28.11 on that third 50. Brett Pinfold also a low 28 swim. He was 28.12. Field beginning to bunch back up. Here comes Zhang in 3, Pinfold in 4. Hills trying to hold him off in lane 5. Looks like they may make the pass, and the C final win will go to Wen Zhang. 149.15. In that Olympic trial qualifying standard, dipping under 150. 149.25, Pinfold in third, and a 149.23, a tenth of a second separating our top 3. Zach Hills finishing in second. B final. Luke Maurer of Rose Bowl Aquatics in 1. Mitchell Schott of the Princeton Tigers in 2. Thomas Hawk of Australia in 3. Charlie Hawk of the University of Alabama in 4. Trenton Julian of Mission Viejo in 5. Brendan Burns of Indiana Swim Club in 6. Colby Meffert, Cal Aquatics in 7. His teammate Gabriel Jett in lane 8. All out in a 24.91. 500s ahead of Schott, who was out quick. 24.96, 25.43 for Hawk. That's Charlie Hawk. Be specific, in lane 4. Tie for the lead at the 100-meter mark between Schott and Jett. 52.48 for our 2 leaders. Third is Charlie Hawk still at a 52.75. Luke Maurer now in 4th at a 53.00, half a second behind the lead of Schott and Jett. Final turn, Charlie Hawk takes the lead, 120.34. He's having a great swim, about 7/10 of a second ahead of his PR pace is Charlie Hawk. Here comes Brendan Burns in lane 6. Keep an eye on Jett in lane 8 as well. Gabriel Jett trying to make the pass. Give some outside smoke. A good name to win the B final, but it will be Charlie Hawk at a 147.76. A huge swim for him, dropping another full second off of his best time from this morning. Winning the B final, Jett at 148.18. And third, a 148.83 for Brendan Burns, rounding out the B final. Please welcome to the pool deck the A final for the men's 200 meters freestyle. Swimming in your A final, in 1 from Wolfpack Elite, Christian Stoltman. Lane 2 from Louisiana State University, Brooks Curry. Lane 3, Sun Devil Swimming's Grant House. Lane 4, your top seed from Australia, Maximilian Giuliani. Lane 5, representing Longhorn Aquatics, Kobe Carosa. Lane 6 from Athens Bulldog Swim Club, Thomas Hosky. Lane 7 out of Dart Swimming, Luca Orlando. And in lane 8 from Wisconsin Aquatics, Jake Newmar. This is the A final, men's 200 freestyle. Top seed Maximilian Giuliani led off the 800 free relay for the Aussies a few nights ago in a 146.26. He was 146.63 in prelims. An impressive speed out. Max in lane 4. He's in third at the 50, 24.7, 24.2 for Brooks Curry leading the way in lane 2. Grant House was in second at a 24.6 after 50 meters. Now we're at the halfway point, and House is in the lead. 51.56 for him. 51.66 for Giuliani, who's in third. Curry only 100th of a second behind the lead of House at a 51.57. All three men definitely on pace for those low 146, maybe even a 145 here in the A final of the men's 200 freestyle. House hangs on to the lead, builds it just slightly. And by slightly, I mean only a 1/10 of a second. He's 1700ths ahead of Giuliani, who's in second. Curry a 1/4 of a second back in lane 2. Half a second in charging Kobe Carosa in lane number 5. He's got some solid back half speed, as does Orlando, who's in lane 7, trying to charge. Here comes the Aussie, Maximilian Giuliani's going to win it in a 146.23. 146.73 for Grant House in second, and a 146.81 for Brooks Curry, finishing in third. Final of the women's 100 breaststroke. Herbert in 3, Kavasevich in 4, Williams in 5, and Isaacson in 6. .50 meters down, Herbert in the lead, 33.59 for her on the opening 100 meters. Time quite a few swimmers are hunting for in this women's 100 breaststroke, a 1:10.29. That is the Olympic trial cut for the U.S. trials next June. Kavasevich in lane 4. Looks like she has taken the lead on this second 50. Final 5 meters of the C final, and it will be Kavasevich's 1:12.12, winning it. 1:12.38 for Christiana, Williams. 1:12.59 for Bailey Herbert, and a 1:13.6 for Elizabeth Isaacson, finishing out the C final. B final. Final underway. Fuller in 1, Wilson in 3, Hanley in 4, Hersko in 5, Smithmaker in 6, Morgan in 7, and Crawford in lane 8. Introducing the A final for the women's 100 meters breaststroke. Here are your A finalists. Swimming in lane 1, representing Aggie Swim Club, Bobby Kenneth. In lane 2, from California Aquatics, Alicia Henry. Lane 3, from Ohio State University, Josie Pannett. Your top seed in 4, representing Australia, Michaela Smith. Lane 5 from Trojan Swim Club, Isabel Algers. Lane 6 from the Princeton Tigers, Jenna Hadley. Lane 7 from Ohio State University, Hannah Pond. And in lane 8 from Irvine Nova Aquatics, Caitlin Wynn. This is the A final of the women's 100 meters breaststroke. Worth pointing out, Bobby Kennett in lane 1. Got the Olympic trial cut right on the dot in prelims. 110.29 is that cut. 108.28 was the top time from Michaela Smith of Australia. She's in lane 4. And she's got the lead, 31.99 on the way out. Pannett's a 32.02, only 0.03 of a second behind the lead of Smith. Hannah Bach in lane 7, out fast as well, 32.47. Algers right there in the middle of the pool was in 4th at the turn. It has some impressive closing speed. Here we go down to the final 15 meters. Smith, the Australian, still has the lead. Algers trying to catch her in lane 5. She's making up some ground as they go under the flags. Tight finish, but it's Smith with the win, 108.02. Taking the win by a 100th of a second. Second place, a 108.17, Isabel Algers. In third, a 109.25 for Josie Pannett. Coming up next, the men's 100 meters breaststroke. C final. Beji in 1, Fisher in 2, Lee in 3, Schultz in 4, Dillard 5, Garcia Ruiz in 6, Segal in 7, and Deans in 8. 102.24 just to find your way into a second swim this evening in the men's 100 breaststroke. The big trial cut of 102.19. Just about everybody getting under that standard in the morning. Segal in the lead at the 50, 28.55, a tenth of a second ahead of Schultz, who's in 4. The Lakeside Swim Team 18-year-old Will Schultz was a 101.85 to lead this group in the prelims. Segal just faster in the first 50. Ben Dillard also right there in the mix. This whole field bunching back up. Slight edge might belong to Ben Dillard as they hit the wall. It is indeed Dillard, 101.62. Garcia Ruiz with a great finish, a 101.64 for him. And then third is all the way over there in lane 1. Danny Beji with a 101.70, only 800 separating the top 3 here in the C final. B final. Sutherland in 1, Fury in 2, French in 3, Kelly in 4, Jensen 5, Romanoff in 6, Maloney 7, Lauser in 8. 101.2 to a 101.7 was the spread of these 8 gentlemen in the prelims. Jack Kelly a 101.25, fastest of the B field group. He's right behind Matthew Jensen's 28.1, leading the way on the way out. It's Kelly and Jensen in the middle of the pool. Empire Swimming's Jack Kelly, California Aquatics Matthew Jensen. And it looks like Jack Kelly starting to pull away from the rest of the challengers in the B final. He'll win it 1:00.40 for Jack Kelly. What a great finish and a great swim. He seems happy. 101.11 for Matthew Jensen, finishing in second at a 101.34. Colin Fury of the Dallas Mustangs, rounding out our B final.
Christopher R. Nothing. I was just wondering if you're running a camera. Are you?
Please Mahabir came within 7/100 of a second, breaking that 1 minute mark. Jake Foster, a 1:00:19, just barely off of his best time, a 1:00:07 in the prelims. Foster, one of the top 20 fastest Americans in history in this event. He's the leader at the 50, 27:87. He and Young, the only two under the 28:0. Josh Young of Australia out in a 27:89, so only 2/100 of a second between Young and Foster. The Aussies having a great evening right now. They add another title to their take-home. Foster now dealing with a challenge from Mahabir in lane 4. Jake Foster's got the edge still. Is it going to be enough at the finish? It is, and he's under a minute. Jake Foster with a 59:64. What a great swim from Jake Foster. Mahabir also getting under a minute at 59:96. Jake Foster with that 59:64 moves up to the 13th fastest American in history in the 100 breaststroke, breaking a minute for the first time in his career, and by quite a bit, over 3/10 of a second under, winning the 100 breaststroke. .100-meter backstroke. Kaiser in 1, Hall in 2, McCarty in 3, DeWitt in 4, Sletta in 5, Hartman in 6, Manion in 7, and Sommerstad in 8. .50 meters down here in the C final, 30.1 for DeWitt out in the lead. The Olympic trial time in this event is stout, 1:01:89. Only had 6 swimmers under that mark this morning, as opposed to a few other events where almost everybody was checking that Olympic trial box. Mackenzie DeWitt of Ohio State looks like she's got the lead. Ebony McCarty of Athens Bulldog Swim Club right next to her, trying to charge down the final 5 meters, but it'll be DeWitt's 1:02:97 that wins the C final. McCarty a 1:03:34 finishing in second, and Elise Kaiser of Indiana Swim Club finishing in a 1:03:51, taking care of our C final. D final. Lafone 1, Polito in 2, Roberts in 3, Cross in 4, Jansen in 5, Bintz in 6, Stepanek in 7, and Pentano in 8. 103.27 to get into the B final. 50 meters down, and it might actually be a lead in lane 2. That is the case. Polito out in a 29.70. Bintz 30.0 in second, and Lafone 30.06 in third. Lane 2, Polito of Southern Illinois Aquatics. Looks like she still has the lead as they come to the final few strokes of this B final, but a strong finish from Caroline Bintz of Virginia Tech. That is the case. She's got the Olympic trial time, 101.85. How about that, dropping a full second from prelims to get under the mark and win the B final. Second at 102.42 for Claire Jansen, tying Celine Polito's effort in lane 2. All right, looks like our A final is already rip-roaring ready to go. Let's meet them real quick. Swimming in lane 1 from Indiana Swim Club, that's Maya DeWitt. Lane 2 from New York Athletic Club, Katie DeLuve. Lane 3 from Australia, Hannah Fredericks. Lane 4, your top seed, also from Australia, Bronte Cha. Lane 5, representing California Aquatics, Isabel Staden. Lane 6 from Wisconsin Aquatics, Phoebe Bacon. Lane 7 from Ohio State, Amy Fulmer. And in lane 8 from Aquajet Swim Team, Emma Kern. A final, the women's 100-meter backstroke. One 1:00:41, Bronte Job, the top time in the prelims. We have 3 of the top 25 performers in American history in the water at the same time. Duluth, Staden, and Bacon. And it's Isabel Staden out quick, 28.78, opening this A final. Job in second at a 29.02. Duluth in third, 29.41. Phoebe Bacon, maybe known a little bit better for her 200 backstroke, might have that closing speed necessary to chase Staden down, but right now it's not looking like anyone has the closing speed to chase down Isabel Staden. Staden's best time of 58.99 from Olympic trials in 2021. She's going to touch with a 59.83, sub 1 minute return from Staden. Duluth in second at a 1:00:44. And a 1:00:95, Bronte Job of Australia finishing in third. Final event of the evening. Up next, men's 100 back. This is the C final of the men's 100 backstroke. Final underway. Stolen 1, Donovan 2, Lears 3, Farrick 4, Song in 5, Stelmar 6, Grant in 7, and Long in 8. 57-57 to earn a second swim in the 100 backstroke for the men. Olympic trial cut 55.69. Similar to the women's cut. Not a lot of tickets punched this morning. Only, by my count, 4 swims under that mark across the entire racing in the prelims. Stelmar out in the lead at the 50, 27-13. The University of Alabama 21-year-old. He's just ahead of Harrison Lears by 400ths at the turn. Who knows who's in the lead here as we hit the final 5 meters of our C final. At the touch, it is Stelmar. He's going to go 56.24. And drop over a second from his prelim swim. 56.48, Harrison Lears finishing in second. And then 56.49, Farrick finishing in third. B final. B final men's 100 backstroke. Cosin in 1, Barr in 2, Sequeira in 3, in 4, Parker 5, Powell 6, Winger 7, and McUmber in 8. At the turn, it's Sequeira in the lead, 26.88 on the opening 50. Cosin in 1, out in the 27.1. A lot of people looking for that Olympic trial cut. Everybody in this heat was on the outside looking in this morning at least. 55.69 is the mark. Aaron Sequeira of Alto Swim Club, the in-lane 3's got the lead. No, it's Sam Powell actually with a 55.78. Winning the B final, 55.93 for Sequeira, tying Luke Barr for second. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the A final of the men's 100 meters backstroke. Here are your A finalists in lane 1 from Indiana Swim Club, Brendan Burns. Lane 2 from Athens Bulldog Swim Club, Bradley Dunham. Lane 3 representing Australia, Ty Hartwell. Your top seed in 4 representing Swim Atlanta, Jack Akins. Lane 5 from the University of Missouri, Grant Paczynski. Lane 6 out of Indiana Swim Club, Gavin White. Lane 7 from Athens Bulldog Swim Club, Ian Grom. And in lane 8 from the University of Pittsburgh, Stepan Kosharov. A final, men's 100 backstroke. Jack Akins put on a demonstration this morning, 53:45 for the Swim Atlanta 20-year-old. A UVA record, actually a best time for him. Also climbs him into the top 20 all-time performers in American history in the 100 backstroke. And that's an impressive list all in its own. Akins out in the lead, 25:75 at the 50. 26:0 for Bradley Dunham in lane 2. Quite a few of the gentlemen in the water were on the outside looking in on that Olympic trials cut this morning. Let's see if we can get some more tickets punched to Indy. 55.69 is the time. Got a handful of chasers right behind Jack Akins, but he's going to run away with it. How fast is he going tonight? How about a 53.83? He gets it. Second place is Bradley Dunham. 54.63 for Dunham. In and under that trials cut, Paczynski, 54.96, also under the cut. And then Ty Hartwell of Australia finishing in 4th at a 55.06. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us online and in the venue for a very exciting night number 3. We've got one more day of competition here at the 2023 TYR Pro Championships. 1,500 freestyle, 200 backstroke, 100 freestyle, 200 breaststroke, 200 butterfly, and we'll cap everything off with the 400 freestyle relays tomorrow evening. Thanks so much for joining us and making day number 3 such a huge success. We look forward to seeing you on our 4th and final day. Prelims start at 9 a.m. Have a great night. Drive safe.